Heidi.
Yes.
I heard that you don't like Armin, that he's one of your least favorite characters. And Armin
That is correct.
Is one of my favorite.
I know. I actually mentioned that, too.
Oh, yeah, I was that sister.
And I was like, favorite. Like, the favorite character.
Like, excuse me.
I know. And I still don't understand. Like, favorite. I'll say it again.
Yes.
Favorite character.
Favorite. Exactly.
Right. And I don't get it.
You gave him.
I know, I gave it to you. Because it came in my pack that I didn't want him.
I have a pillow in my daughter's crib.
Oh my gosh, I know, I gave that to you too. I give you all the Armin crap I don't want that comes with all my other packs that I get.
I have stickers too. Yep.
And a magnet that you don't care about.
That's true.
That's rude. And socks. I give you socks too.
Oh,
Ew.
Those socks
I've spent so much money on Armin.
Okay, so the thing that first like attracted me to Armin was that he is more just like an average human being. I guess when I watch shows like this and people are like Eren, where they're just like so, they like have no fear, they're just like so passionate and they have this drive and like they see a Titan and they're just like, oh, look, a Titan. Like he's like not even bothered by the Titan. Like I just don't relate to that. I'm like, okay, cool. Like he's awesome. Good for him. Like, I just don't relate to it. But to me, Armin, like, saw the Titan, he was face to face with it, and he was terrified. And I get that, because if it was in that situation, and I know that if you were in that situation, you would be like Armin. Like,
I would not be like Armin.
Are you saying if there was a giant monster that
if
came
a Titan ate my mom,
you would just be like, ooh,
I would go kill the Titan. Are you kidding me? I am way more like Eren in every way than ever pretending I could be like Armin.
In real life, the point is,
do I come off as an Armin person?
No,
I don't think I've actually ever been more offended in my life. Like I'm not even sure what to do right now. Like what in my life has made you feel that way?
Every average person is more like Armin. Like they would be terrified and they would need a second to be like, oh my gosh, that was like scary. Okay,
I disagree actually, but okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay, continue,
like
yeah.
I just related to him more because he's more like an average person. Like, people are not that. Like, I feel like it's normal to be afraid when you see a giant Titan, human-eating Titan. But then I also just related to, like, when he feels like Mikasa, like, he has this best friend who's, like, super, super legit, and then another best friend who's, like, super passionate, and he's just an average dude. Like, I feel like that's relatable to me. I'm like, okay, I get that. Like, he's just more relatable to me.
Right, I understand that. You're an average person.
Yes, I'm not ashamed.
I get it. Yeah, no, okay. I know.
So, but then he also has, like, way more development throughout, not way more, but he has a lot of good development throughout the series because he starts as a scared little boy, but then he becomes this genius.
Okay, hold on. Let's not get carried away.
He just, like, without him and his strategies, they wouldn't ever have found, like, the Titan in the wall, and they wouldn't have found...
Okay, first of all, his name is Reiner.
The Titan in the wall, right? He found Reiner, right? That's what it was, right? He found Reiner. Heidi.
No, he didn't find Reiner. He told everyone to go find Reiner themselves.
But he's the mastermind, right? He's like the mastermind behind it.
I know what you're saying. Right, he had like one good idea.
No, he had a ton of good ideas.
Name 7 more.
People relied on him for his strategies. Like, they needed Armin's mind. He's like a smart person.
Really.
And I guess to me, I'm not like I am really uncoordinated. I am like very uncoordinated.
That is true.
But I feel like, shut up. But I feel like I'm more like smart than I am coordinated. But I relate to him more in being able to like strategize and think and be able to help people in that way. And so to me, he's a very relatable character. And he's just, like, down to earth. He thinks about things. I hate characters that are just like, yeah, let's go do it. Like, let's go kill everyone. Armin's just way more down to earth. He's way more chill. And in stories like Attack on Titan, people who are more physically gifted and who are, like, more like Eren and Mikasa and Levi are way more valued than Armin. Armin's just, like, an undervalued character. But he helps them so much. Like, without Armin, they really couldn't have gotten as far as they did. They needed Armin. And even though he's not, like, a fighter, they needed him. And you can try to deny that, but he helped.
I do deny that.
Times.
I think he had a couple good ideas. That was about it all that he contributed.
He had life-saving, game-changing ideas.
I cannot handle people who only for all of their whole lives only want to like talk about it. Like, I get wanting to at first and being like, let's talk about this. Let's try to figure it out. But when that's all you can do for your whole life.
I just want to say one thing about this argument because everybody knows already that I don't really care either way. But there's a scene where Aaron tells Armin that everybody is needed for their different skills and that some people have like more of a physical ability, other people have more of a mental ability. And I agree with Aaron in that everybody can contribute to the overall good of society. And Armin was a necessary part of the fight against the Titans because without his, even if they were few strategies, the strategies that he did come up with were essential to their progress.
Right.
Well, and that's fine. He had a couple good ideas. But why is he your favorite character?
Because I relate to him. I'm not saying he needs to be everyone's favorite character. To say that he didn't move the story along and help is just wrong. Armin also is just like a selfless, like he sees the bigger picture and it's not about him. He is willing.
He's always talking about how like his life, he never contributed anything and how can anyone like him and blah, blah, blah. It's always him thinking about himself.
Why is it bad to like feel like you're not valued? That's relatable. There's
No, it's not.
Hundreds of millions of people out there who feel like that. He was willing to sacrifice himself for Connie's mom, like for Connie. He didn't want Falco. He realized that like if Falco died, that would cause a lot of problems. Mm-hmm. And he didn't care about himself. He was like, okay, I see the bigger picture.
Yeah, no, that was like one of his better moments. He had like two. When he was going to sacrifice himself and die to let everyone else take down the Colossal Titan. And he should have died in that moment. And then I maybe wouldn't have hated him so much. That was a good moment.
I literally, you should have seen me. I was on my bed, like, screaming at the TV. I was like, what? Freaking go!
No,
he was holding on. He was getting burned. I was like,
I believe you. I actually believe you.
I cried. I texted Nicole and I was like, I'm not watching anymore. And then she told me to keep watching. I was like, oh, cool. He doesn't die. And then I knew.
That did happen.
No, I believe you. That sounds exactly like something that would happen with you. But... that was a good one. I'm sorry. I think I pulled a Muslim when I laughed. Okay.
And you think you'd kill all the Titans?
I would when I'm not pregnant. What was I saying now? I don't know. His moment when he's gonna die, honestly, I would have been like, Armin wasn't too bad of a character. Like, I accept his death.
Yeah, you
and the
Erwin.
Weaknesses before that happened. See, but it wasn't even because Erwin didn't come back. I was pissed that he died for sure, but I understand Levi's decision, and I was like, fine, I accept it. Right?
Erwin moved his hand. You can't be mad about that. Like,
Erwin moved his hand.
He did!
That was a good moment that Armin had. I was like, oh, good. Then, what was the other moment I told you that I thought he was fine? What was the other one?
He saved Connie's mom.
He saved Connie's mom.
No, he didn't. Actually, he saved Falco. He didn't even save Connie's mom.
Right.
But he was willing.
Yeah, right.
He was going to save Connie's mom.
Well, but it wasn't about...
He
right.
loves Connie.
It was about saving Falco, though, because he knew what would happen.
Well, but if it was just about saving Falco, he would have just saved Falco. But no, he was, like, gonna sacrifice himself because he loved Connie and he wanted Connie to have his mom back.
Here's the thing. Armin went from being, like, a -100 to, like, a -11 after I watched Naruto and I met Sasuke. Okay? I didn't even know what real hatred was until I met Sasuke. Okay? So, in all reality, I met Sasuke and I was like, okay, Armin's actually not too bad.
Well, there you go. So we agree. He's not too bad.
Well, no,
he's
he
awesome.
still sucks,
he's
but he's not like Sasuke, so.
Sasuke, also the best. I'm glad we had this conversation.